Hello there, I'm James Nattrass, student number 07008829. I've tried to condense this version of my report. The first one was about 10 minutes and wouldn't upload into YouTube, YouTube, Bluetooth. So hopefully this one will go on to it. For the purpose of my presentation, any statements read out or figures used are from my chosen article, which is Kitts and Strata 2008, with a journal about advertising research upon the impact of advertising in the UK sweet confection market. The definition of advertising used in this study is advertising expenditure. This has many limitations. The most important are advertising content, the effects of below-the-line communications, and the effects of store promotions. The article represents the market for the sweet confections for the period of 1996 to 2000. This is obviously limited as it's 10 years new enough, it's December, out of date. 100 different food, drugs, and mass merchandise outlets were analysed, representing 78% of the whole market for the study. For the four categories analysed were cough drops, breath mints, hard candy, and chewing gum. A quote from this article is regression analysis showed that advertising and volume strongly determine the changes in sales without influencing the price. This is the basis of this article, with several definitions by various researchers and marketers trying to establish whether or not advertising is worth its money. Galbraith, I'm sorry about the pronunciation, in 1967 states that if advertising affects the distribution of the demand between sellers of a particular product, it must be supposed that it affects distribution between products. Here, Galbraith is stating that if demand goes up, so does production. This is relevant as if production goes up, surely the price must go up as demand is higher and the greater price. Advertising is a tool to manipulate the best price for the customer. John Wanamaker, the former US Postmaster General and renowned Philadelphia retailer early in the 20th century, stated, "I know half my advertising is wasted, I just don't know which half." This is cited by Lou and Donahue in 2001. Here he clearly states he doesn't know how effective his advertising is, he doesn't know if it's wasted or not. This leads us on to the effect of advertising and its benefits. Bitter and Lynch in 1997 take the view that advertising, ignoring the price elasticity which we'll come to later, is more about the welfare of the person and knowledge of the product. Even if advertising decreases price sensitivity, it allows consumers to make choices more in line with their personal tastes and also to increase their welfare. This argument sees advertising as more of an informer than about the self. Once told about and informed about the product, this is where the customer may decide. Stigler and Becker in 1977 agree with Mr. and Lynch, stating that advertising is the input knowledge into the household that produces and consumes commodities. They continue stating that advertising affects consumption not by changing tastes, but by changing the prices downwards. Chang and Green in 1989 failed to identify the two schools of thought in relation to the effect of advertising on price. One school is about advertising as a form of persuasion that creates product differentiation. The other theory maintains that advertising produces additional information to consumers. However, Chang conclude that advertising tends to lower the price elasticity and become income elasticity. Now I'll define the actual price elasticity. This is how much a product can change in price up or down and not affect the consumer, or affect the consumer rather, depending on what happens. Something such as a Rolex watch is a premium priced item with a certain clientele. If the price drops, it's obviously common. If it's too high, then no one can actually afford to buy them. So it's more if they change the prices, who would buy it, who wouldn't. There's the balance between the two. Another theory moves on to what impacts the ads have on price elasticity and identify that the effect depends on the type of advert. Gustin in 1997 stated that advertising has the ability to either depend on the content of the ad. Tellis in 2005 agrees with Gustin, explaining that the effect of advertising depends on consistency among products, price, brand image, appeal, various cues, message, and the respondent's state enhanced persuasion. Here the effects of adverts have different outcomes due to variables involved, such as ones identified in Tellis' statement. This is still with this area still open to debate, researchers identify another issue of advertising, such as how long does it last. Duffy's research in 2003 concluded that there is very little evidence here to support the view that advertising in the long run is a potent force in the determination of consumer expenditure. Now, it doesn't define how long run is. It may be 2-3 months, 2-3 years, whatever. Here I have some pictures of adverts here. You have the Skoda car there, the Cape car. You have confused.com or meerkat.com, whichever one you choose it, call it rather. And you have the Coke advert there. Now these are the type of ads I'm relating to. And if you can remember them, they're fantastic. If you can't, then it's proven Duffy's theory. So with this in mind, advertising must be a short-term persuasion technique, surely. What is this, 2, 3, 9 weeks? It again isn't defined in this article. In contrast, Mello and Gupta in 1997 state that in the long run, again not defined, advertising can reduce price sensitivity by increasing the proportion of brand loyal consumers, while promotions have the opposite effect, such as Marks and Spencer's. They've got a 2 for 10 deal at the moment, so 2 people can dine for £10 with a bottle of wine, etc. with the whole meal. This, you could say, is a great promotion, especially in time of recession. However, it must be evaluated how much it is actually pushing out the loyal M&S customers. If everyone else is going to M&S, it's not as exclusive, it's not as limited, so it may lose its actual brand equity. All the data in the full report and study was collected by IRI, Information Resources Inc., and TNS Media Group in 2001. It is claimed that complete data until 2001 was approximately 60% of market share, with over 40% going through convenience stores, dollar stores, vending machines, etc., etc. The total market for sweet confections grew 4.4% annually between 1996 and 2000 to 2.6 billion. Advertising increased 8.2% and grew to 383 million. Sugar segment grew 2.7% and to 1.7 billion, while sugar-free segment grew 6.1% to 0.9 billion. Obviously, the biggest growth here is in advertising and the sugar-free segment, showing the healthy image of today. The annual sales of confectionery brands made or without sugar increased with volume advertising, while prices stagnated. So this again could support some of the earlier theories saying advertising affects the sales and not the actual price. I believe that was Mitchell and Lynch's theory. This study, in conclusion, shows that the sweet confectionery market between 1996 and 2000 grew in sales and advertising, albeit differences between segments and categories, while prices stagnated. This report has opened up a large amount of questions which need to be answered before marketers and advertising agencies can fully understand the theories and intentions behind advertising and its effects on the target audience. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this one will go on YouTube as everyone was doing. Thank you.